7 popular exercises you should replace for better muscle growth. The wide grip pull-up is a variation that a lot of people like to use. It's not saying that it's a bad exercise, but there is a better one than it. When it comes to what it targets, it primarily targets the lats. The lats assist in shoulder extension and shoulder adduction. The downside of the wide grip pull-up is that it limits the stretch of the lats. An alternative is the the close grip pull down. It is beginner friendly and easier to load. Also, it provides a great degree of stretch. The barbell bent over row is a very good exercise to train multiple muscle groups at one go, but the problem with this, it doesn't target any significant muscle that effectively. So, it also requires a lot of stabilization from the hamstring, glutes and lower back, which can be a limiting factor for some people. It also minimizes the stretch because even if you try to test this out, the stretch isn't that good when it comes to the barbell bent over row because when you can perform all the reps in half of the movement, the stretch part is likely insufficient because you can lift 20% more than you can currently do when you do a full range of motion. The downsides of this also is it's time consuming to set up the barbell. The alternative for me is the T-bar row. If it's chest support, it's much better. And for more time aspect, if you don't want to waste time, you can do it with a dumbbell bent over row as well. The reverse bicep curl, the downsides and what it actually does. It stretches the bicep quite well, but engages a lot of your forearms due to the grip that you are using. It tends to shorten the bicep at the shoulder, which isn't ideal for maximum muscle growth. The alternative to this exercise for me is the preacher curl. You can even do it as at a flat preacher curl, better for the brachialis and the brachioradialis for development of those muscle groups. The front raises, one of the most shoulder exercise used in our industry. It targets mainly the front delts, but the extra targetation on the front delt isn't that much required because all pressing movements target the front delt. The alternative, if you want and wish to do one exercise isolation, is use a cable for maximum stretch or a dumbbell in an incline position. The hanging leg raises for your abs. This exercise is very bad. It okay, it stimulates the abs in some aspects, but nothing, almost nothing, because there is no stretch. It's hard to do, very taxing on your body, fatigues the lats, the forearms when doing it. The alternative that I would use for the hanging leg raises is a cable crunch. Use straps for it, so the limiting factor is always your biceps or your abs. Sorry. The candlestick exercise provides a great stretch and easy, not easy to, but easy to set up. The goblet squat. It targets the quads, hamstring, and the glutes. The downsides of the goblet squat, it's limited by the weight you can hold, so you cannot load that good, and restricts range of motion. No, that's a typo. Uh, it restricts range of movement if you use something else, not a dumbbell. If you use a dumbbell, you can do a lot of range of motion on it. The alternative on it is Romanian deadlifts or good mornings. Allows for better weighted stretch on the hamstring, glutes, and the adductors. Last on the list, we have the lying leg curl. It is one of the most used exercise within the industry for your hamstrings. It's good exercise. It trains the soleus very well, but not all your hamstring muscles are targeted, only mainly the soleus. So it is less effective than the seated leg curl. It's another exercise which is very good for the hamstrings. If you want to grow your soleus, by all means try to use the lying leg curl, but I would use them both, mainly focusing more on the seated leg curl. That has been all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.